Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is the continuation of the previous video I did. So if you haven't seen that video, I would advise you to just go and watch it first before watching this video, so you don't get confused along the line. I'll also be leaving the link of that video in the description box below. So guys, using my ruler, I'll be connecting those points together. You know, after adding 1 inch to all my measurements from the waistline to the hip point to my length, that's my base. After adding the 1 inch, I'll be connecting the lines together with my ruler. And after doing that, quickly I'll be using my chalk. I'll be making sure there are no sharp edges. On my hip point there is one, so I'm using my hand to give it a nice curve there. And then going in with my scissors, I'll be cutting this piece out. So this is the front piece, guys. This is the front piece of your skirt, and then we need to cut out the back piece, so I'll be doing that briefly. Folding out another piece of fabric, which is going to be our back piece, I'll be placing the front piece of the skirt on this fabric. But before I do that, I'm going to make provision for our zip allowance. So from the close edge of this fabric, I'll be taking in 2-inch allowance in from the top of the fabric to the length, that's the base. I'll be taking in 2-inch allowance. After using my ruler to connect the line and getting a straight line out of that, I'll be placing my front piece from that line, guys. That is where my exact measurement starts from. So I will be placing my front piece on that line and then tracing the front piece out with my scissors. I'll be tracing it carefully out and taking out the unwanted parts. So after that, guys, this is now my front piece and then my back piece. This is the front piece of the skirt and then this is the back piece of the skirt. So keeping the front piece aside, I'll be working on the back piece of the skirt where my zip allowance is. So to do that, first thing to do first is to chalk out where your 9 inches is, that's your hip point, because you will need it. So I'll be checking out where my 9 inches is, my hip points. After doing that, the next thing to do is to add 1 inch on the waistline. You know where your zip allowance is after the line, where your 2 inches is. I'll be checking out 1 inch on that point. Going down to my hip points, I'll be checking out 1.5 inch. You guys, are you getting it? Where my hip point is, I'll be checking out 1.5 inch. Thirdly, after that, 5 inches from my hip point, I'll be calculating 5 inches from my hip point, then chalking out 1 inch from that 5 inch straight down to the base. Don't forget to comment letting me know if you guys are understanding these steps or not. So moving on, using my ruler, I'll be connecting the points. I'll be making sure there are no sharp edges. Again, guys, it is always important to make sure there are no sharp edges. So if you have one, you use your hand freely with your chalk and make a nice curve on it before cutting it out. After joining the points with my ruler, I'll be using my scissors to cut out the unwanted parts. Guys, I'll be advising you to look carefully, like watch me carefully on the video so you can get every step. In case I'm not spelling every step out, you can watch and get them. Alright guys, so this is how your back piece is supposed to look. Split into two with your zip allowance. You see the straight line? See that part? That is where your zip will be sitting. So this is where this is where you're going to sew your zip on. So now we are done with the skirts, the front piece and the back piece, the zip allowance. The next thing for you to do before going to the machine, the sewing machine, is to cut out your band, the band for the skirts. So I'll be cutting out the band for my skirts, and the folding for my band is going to be 2.5 inch. I don't like it too big. I like it medium. So I'll be doing 2.5 for the folding, and for on the length of the band, I'll be adding 3 to 4 inch, so that's making it 34. And because of I'm doing this because I know we added allowance for the zip, so all those calculated together, we should be getting 3 to 4 inch. So I'll be adding 3 to 4 inch to the length of my band. Cutting it out with my scissors. So this is the band for my skirts, guys. I'll be taking this to the machine to sew. You join those two back pieces together. You know your back piece that was split into two, you join them together where you have the zip allowance, where that straight line starts from. That is where you're stitching. And when you're stitching this part, when you're joining it together, you use loose stitch so you can be able to open it up and put your zip. So after joining the two back pieces together, you know the split two back, after joining them together, you should be joining them now to your front piece. And this is how your skirts should be looking good. You know that feeling when you're doing the right thing, you're following the right step, and you're getting the right results? That is how I feel right now. Before attaching the band to the skirt, guys, this is what you do. Remember I asked you guys to use loose stitch on the back piece where your zip allowance is. So I'll be opening that loose stitch to 8.5, close to my hip points, because that is where my zip will be sitting. So I'll be opening it up to 8.5. Now guys, this is how you join your band to your skirts, or this is how you attach the band to your skirts. Watch closely, there's a trick, so watch please. So guys, the right side of the band should be facing the wrong side of the skirts. You take the right side of the band and it should be facing the wrong side of the skirts. You pin it 1/2 inch together and then take to your machine to sew. I'm pinning my guys, so look careful. Now after joining the band to the skirts, this should be your outcome. So if you're not getting this outcome, you're doing it wrong. Then you iron in 1/2 inch on the band. After you join the other 1/2 inch on the band now itself, you iron in 1/2 inch. Then you place that 1/2 inch, or you place the band on the right side of the skirt. Please guys, just watch in case you're getting what I'm saying wrong. You won't be getting the action wrong. Please just watch. This is how your skirts should be looking like. Okay, now it's time for the zip. We're going to be working on the zip part now. I'm flipping this over to the wrong side. I'll be pinning my zip on it, on the zip allowance. So watch guys, watch. I'll be pinning my zip like this on the zip allowance. Yeah, and taking to my machine to sew. This is what your skirt should look like. Okay, now to close up my zip, guys, I'll be zipping it down and cutting out the excess parts. I'll not be cutting all out. I'll just cut out a bit. No, I'll be cutting out a lot and then leaving a little. And then that little I left out, I'll be folding it inside the skirt like this. Just watch carefully, you won't miss it. Yeah. Yeah guys, my skirt is so ready. Please let me know what you think on the comment section below. I'll be reading comment like I said before. And thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, for sticking with me from the beginning of this video to the end. I really appreciate. Don't forget to subscribe, share with friends and family. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye.